Morgan Gibbs-White situation. He was on the bench. He only did a couple of minutes at the warm-up. Was there ever any time you really thought he could play today?
No. No. If you look for our bench today, we brought 3 players in conditions to play. Luka, Bakwa, and Yates, and 3 players injury without conditions to go inside to help the team. 3 boys from the academy, and Murillo with a risk to play, not yet ready to play, but you know, in the end, I think I'm proud of my team, of my players, proud of our supporters. But today we came here without the conditions to compete for the final, difficult conditions for us. Last 1 day to recover, and makes a difference, a big difference. And they try everything, but we didn't have the solutions. We didn't have the, you know, when we try to risk something with the solutions that we have on the bench, they score more 2 goals, and in the end is a tough result. But it was a long road until semi-final. A sad day, difficult, but we need to look for the future. For next in 3 days, we will face again a strong team, and I hope that we don't have another injuries, because this is difficult to compete in this level. 3 days after 3 days after 3 days, losing players. Did you
get any players back for Sunday?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, Aina out, Hudson-Odoi out, Sangaré out, Callum out, Murillo out, Morgan out, is too much. I don't know if one of them can recover for the next match. I don't know.
Looking ahead to Sunday though, if you do win that, you could take a massive step towards. If you win on Sunday, you take a massive step towards the final, which is obviously positive, obviously.
Now we need to clean. Now we need to, you know, to come back again with energy. Not today, because today is a difficult day for us, for our supporters. But tomorrow it's time to come back again, because we don't have time to complain. You understand? Don't have time to complain. It's a pity for me. It's a pity because to compete with Aston Villa today, we need all the players fit, in conditions to compete in the level of this game.
Vitor, you spoke about the players that were injured. A lot of those players that were on the pitch have put so much into this incredible run that you've been on. Did those players that were left on the pitch at the end just have no energy, no fuel left in the tank?
Yeah, because you know, because in the end, you played 3 days ago against Chelsea. And we play a fantastic game. But today, what we realized was the intensity, the energy, and the solutions to do something in the game. They doesn't enough. It is not for this level. It's not possible to compete. After the penalty, it was very difficult for us, because after the penalty we need to take more risks, and in the end Jai start to complain about cramps, Murillo, because he wants to help, try, but feel again something and is not in condition. And the solutions to do something were not there.
Any more on tonight? Can we move to a Newcastle preview quickly?
It'll be difficult to lift your players for the weekend to get it after tonight.
It's difficult, but it's difficult today. Tomorrow is another day. Maybe they need tomorrow to come back again to recover. But we need to compete against Newcastle. Very important game in the battle of relegation, and we need to especially mentally, we need to come back.
Over here. Gibbs-White had a very serious injury, so you had to be a bit careful for a game like this. Do you think he can play again this season? It's a great deal.
I cannot answer because I don't know. I don't know about Morgan. I don't know about Ola. I don't know about Callum. Has finished the season. I don't know about Murillo. I don't know about Dan. I think Dan maybe can come back. But in the end, I need tomorrow. Is the day to understand the situation now.
Paul.
I know it's not really a night for positives. I'm sure you're feeling pretty down right now. But when you look back at the progress you've made in this competition, the Europa League has always been a source of positivity and hope for the team. A bit of really torrid season. Can you see the bigger picture of what this competition might have done for you this season?
Of course, but we create expectations. We are so close to the final. We create the expectations to get a result to go in the final. But to go in the final and to compete against Aston Villa today, we needed everyone in conditions to compete. Everyone. And if we have everyone, I believe that we have we have the conditions to compete with them. But today was not possible. Was not possible. Today I cannot complain. My players, they try. The players that start the game, they try everything. The other three that went inside, they try to help. But didn't enough. A lot of a game with a lot of fouls. A referee that wants to. I don't want to speak about the referee, but okay. I don't want excuse. I don't want nothing. Just to say to our supporters, to thank our supporters, and to thank my players, because it was a long road together, doing very good things, and today was not possible.
Vitor, do you think that you talked about mentally recovering from tonight? Do you think that having something so clear to play for in the last three games, it is good that if it was three matches and you're in mid-table, it could affect them, but because there is something so important still to do, the players will be okay mentally by Sunday?
Yes, we must be. We must be, because we don't have time to. We don't have time to stay in this game. Tomorrow, I believe that tomorrow will be difficult, but it's a day to recharge. It's a day to come back again with our supporters playing home, and to try our best to get points and to finish to finish the situation of the Premier League.
Does where Newcastle are this season show the strength of the Premier League, that knockout stage of the Champions League. But up until last weekend, people were talking about whether they might be dragged into a relegation battle themselves.
Just, it's not about. I'm not worried about that. Now it's about ourselves, about our team. Let's see what the players that we have to face Newcastle. Try to recover and to compete. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.